the purpose of the conscious mind is to observe, and detect patterns and to store stuff. And then when you got it where you don't have to think about it anymore, it's stored away and then it's done automatically by the unconscious. How many of you ride a bicycle? First time you rode a bicycle, did you just jump on and go? No. You fell down. Did that stop you from doing it? No. You got back up and started riding it again. How many of you drive a car? Right. Do you consciously think about getting in the car, and changing the gears and looking at all the mirrors, constantly, looking at all the mirrors and looking in front of you and constantly scanning? No. Once you've learned that skill and you've attained it, then the subconscious mind takes over. And you've been driving out on the road, everyone at some time, again, another natural phenomena, and you miss the exit that you're supposed to get off at. Or if you're like me, twice in a half an hour. Okay? Because you're in a trance, you're in another world. Okay? And the conscious mind, wasn't there. Right? So again, you've already experienced these things, and so as a model, and strictly as a model for the conscious mind to understand, think about your brain as being a transmitter and a receiver. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to learn to tune the transmitter. You're going to learn to aim the transmitter, because you know that the transmitters can be directional. Okay? All right? You're going to learn to increase the power of the transmitter so you can get more range. Right? You're going to be able to control your transmitter. You're going to be able to do the same thing on the receiver end. You're going to learn to control the receiving, the sensitivity of the receiving, the filter mechanism so you only get certain messages. Right? And again, we're talking about just from a model standpoint. Okay? It's just one way of thinking about it. Okay? Now there's another way of thinking about it. And this is Ross's primary way of presenting it, and he'll present it again this way. And I happen to agree with him. And that is that we're all connected anyway. That you don't really transmit thoughts from one person to another. They already have the thoughts. All you do is turn them on and off. Okay? And what I tell people, I say, go back and rent the movie Star Wars and watch it again. Okay? There's a lot more truth in there than you realize. A lot more truth. We're all connected anyway. So all you got to do is clear up that channel of connectivity, and you're already there. Now this has already been proven. They've taken particles, right, and put them in these mile-long, accelerometers, and they'll take a single particle, and they'll split it, and they'll send one half of it this way, one half of it this way. Okay, and then they will take this half, and they will exert some type of force on it, magnetic force. For example, maybe they'll flip its polarity, and when they do, this one flips immediately. There's no connection between them, supposedly. You follow me? And science has already proven this. Okay? Right? And so that's there. So all it amounts to is that you just have to learn. How many of you have been in, this is another case of something you've seen something and you say, oh, I saw that before, and you just said deja vu. Okay? When in fact, you may not have seen it before. It was just a premonition. You saw that it was going to happen, and in fact, it did happen.